This is Level with Me. This is my streaming show where I play through games and talk about what I think the level design and environment art and lighting and stuff is doing. And today we are playing some more Lambda Core. Lambda Core is the last Earthbound, Earth whatever chapter of Half-Life in Black Mesa, which is a remake of Half-Life 1 and the Half-Life 2 engine that I used to work on a long time ago. So let's play some more Lambda Core. Been kind of slow these past few weeks just because I have a lot to look at and a lot to say. Lambda Core is a pretty big, meaty chapter with a lot to look at and think about. So I've been pausing a lot to stare at stuff. Also, my mouse randomly dies all the time, and that hasn't changed. I think it's an OS problem, and well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see. I should fix the audio levels, says Tin Kelp. Okay, let me lower some of the sound here. I'll bump up my mic a little bit more. Maybe that's better. Okay, so we are in Lambda Core right now. We're about in the middle of the chapter, so we just did this big thing where we powered up some machines or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter or make much sense. But what matters is that we're powering up this big machine. And what I like about this part of Lambda Core is that you're in this giant, very tall, shaft-like room. I'm a big fan of shafts. And it's kind of an echo of the test chamber sequence from near the beginning of Half-Life 1, where you're in a big cylindrical room with a giant thing in the middle. This is kind of the same thing. You're powering up this giant cylindrical thing, and it's even kind of the same textures. I think I made these textures. I mean, I'm always claiming that on this stream, but I'm pretty sure, I remember this corrugated thing. I did this trim, that's why it's so bad. I wish the trim was higher res, but, what are you gonna do? I also just like the use of color in Lambda Core. It's a lot of strong blues and yellows. Sometimes it feels a little bit blorangey to me. I think the key to a good blorange, someone asked me that the other day, what's a good blorange for me? I think a good blorange is where the blue is more on the violet, indigo kind of side, and then yellow is more towards the green kind of side. So it's more like a blello. I think I'm more of a blello kind of guy. Or gold, blue, gold, bold? Okay, well, I mean, we'll workshop that. We'll work on that one. But, okay, we're near the bottom of this giant cylindrical room. Oh, Carved Cat has subscribed. Thanks. I don't know how to make custom emotes for Twitch, so I haven't made any. So you basically don't get anything. Sorry. Okay, let's look around here. So we have, a very noticeable ladder. I guess I'm supposed to climb this ladder. Anything else? I'd say the big features here are there's this projector. There's these nice projected shadows along the walls. Here you can see right here. It's ooh. That's not from Half-Life 1. That's a very new feature. And that's a very fancy thing. That's so they can show off. That's basically why you put the grate here, I imagine, so you can show off the shadows here. So you can make the projected shadow look complicated enough. And that's been a running theme in a lot of our playthrough of Black Mesa, where it's kind of how can we improve on the level design of Half-Life? There's a little bit of that, but I'd say 30-40% of the motivation behind this is how can we show off a fancy graphics effect that wasn't in the older version of Half-Life. let's see. Critique wise, I'm not a fan of how they did this particle system here. It feels a little bit too like globby. It doesn't really actually feel like steam billowing out. It's a little bit too like puffy. Also, the Z fighting and the clipping kind of stuff on the it doesn't resolve or blend very well with this grate with this vent grate wall texture here. So I don't know. It's just and then it's also just very white. I feel like I would tint it more on the yellowish side so that it feels like it melds with this cylinder more. It's a little bit. It feels very blue compared to the yellow here. So yeah, I feel like whatever it is, yeah, condensation, whatever you want to call it, I feel like it could be tuned a little bit better, which is weird just because it's at eye level. You know, you could argue, yeah, I'm totally nitpicking this effect, but this is kind of the first thing we're looking at when we come into this room, so I think it's worth art passing it a little bit more. Ooh, I like these light fixtures. They're like big chunky boys with like a nice little bevel there. Let's see, anything else? It's a little hook. Ooh, oh my god, it's a physicsy hook. I actually did not expect it to swing around. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. You know what? Just why even play the rest of the game? Why not just play with this hook? With this pulley winch thingy? Oh, look at that. This is in the grand tradition of beautiful hanging suspended things in games, you know? You just want to like grab it, right? Where Uncharted 4 has the most beautiful part of Uncharted 4 is when you're in this market and there's these sausages. You could just rub your face in these ragdoll sausages and it's beautiful. And then the other physics thing that you can rub your face in that comes to mind, I'd say, is the Highway 17 chapter in Half-Life 2, where you're doing a road trip along the beach and there's a tree with like a tire hanging from the tree branch, and then you can just play with the tire, and that's arguably a lot more fun than shooting people, possibly. I don't know. Let's see. Other thing I'd call out is I like these. I like these pipes. Again, you know, rules of three, right? 3 pipes. And I like that they're kind of color coded. It helps sell the like industrial nuclear plant like complex feel to it. Anyway, I should probably get going. Sorry, we do have a lot of the level to get through. Ooh, and then we have these cute little alcove things, these little computer stations. Ooh, and I like the metal wire trim here. That's kind of, we've seen this detail a lot throughout the chapter. Oh, and then the specular on it actually works really well. It looks like appropriately specular. Black Mesa is not PBR because or physically based rendering, because it is using a very old Source Engine 1. So it's still very much basic like cube mapped reflection stuff. So when you can tune the reflections to be kind of nice, you know, it's a non-trivial thing to do. It's usually either full-on chrome or nothing, basically. Here the ladder, actually the chrome effect works pretty well on this ladder. Right, but it's really hard when you're not working with a physically based shading thing to tune your material to look like anything other than that. In the chat, Trundlesbot asks, how difficult is it to move to a different version of Source? It's extremely difficult. It's like a completely level geometry, and Source 2 is completely, it's like a mesh-based kind of thing. It's not brushes, really, anymore, which is really nice if you're working in Source 2, but it's basically not very compatible. You basically have to rebuild everything. Ooh, look at these details. This little piece of paper and this little document box. And then this is also like a nice document box, right? It's like faux leather, you know? That's like, That's like a solid like $9 at Target, I would say. Look at that. Let's see what else. Ooh, lots of signs. I like the detail with these signs. And this little computer alcove. Uh-oh. A monster just spawned. I think I have to fight some monsters. Sorry, hold on. Oh, my mouse just died. Hold on. Uh-oh. Ooh, back spawn. Very interesting. Oh, ew, it's weird how his body is just wrapping around. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I like how this alcove's put together. It's what I like about this is that it doesn't feel like it was like copied and pasted necessarily. It feels like it was assembled in a nice, thoughtful kind of way, where the like the distance between all these different like all these different props and stuff feels pretty good. Like it feels like appropriately dense. Meanwhile, I think sometimes when you're doing set dressing, you know, it can be tempting to not really care about what you're. Although it is a little bit sloppy to put. Here, let's put these babies next. Oh my god, what the heck? Whoa, what? Wait, props don't. They don't collide with each other. Oh, whoa. I wanted to have I wanted to make like a little family, but we're anti-family here, I guess. But I guess that's an optimization. Because these are just like debris props, you know? So they don't really need a clip with anything. Let's see. Yeah, Venom 4155 in the chat makes a good point about how when, you know, continuing that engine metaphor, if we want to think about video games as cars, right? It's kind of like, oh, are you just, you know, swapping out parts, or are you like fully restoring or rebuilding your car, right? And Gold Source to Source 1 was kind of like more of like a remodeling kind of job, which is good, makes sense. Yeah, it's you might have noticed that this is like a rocket silo kind of structure here, where it's a cylindrical loop that wraps around. It's a little bit of a shame that the encounter here didn't make more use of it, right? It would have been kind of fun to play like a little bit of a ring around the rosy kind of thing here. But I think that maybe the cylinder's too wide to really make much use of that. Also, the AI in Black Mesa isn't very strafey, so. Let's see, so about the construction here. The construction here, I think, wouldn't have been too bad, because I think if we look at it, why does it always unbind my cheats? If we look at the construction here, let's see, let me try to align with like a 90-degree angle here. It looks like it was built. How many sides is this cylinder? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 per quarter. So this is 32 sides per cylinder. 8's like a good number because it's like even and you can divide pretty evenly into it. I would say the person who built most of this chapter, Jean-Paul, he was a big fan of toruses and the arch tool. So he probably started with a big arch. You can like generate an arch in Hammer, so then you can like generate the number of segments and the like radius and width and thickness and all that. So it looks like, yeah, if you're just careful about that, and then I wonder what here. It looks like that up there is. Looks like that's a static mesh, but then is that brushwork? I think the texture alignment wouldn't have been too bad, because really all you have to do is build 1/4 of this, and then you just rotate, copy and paste, rotate, copy and paste, rotate, copy and paste, rotate. So it's not too bad to build this, because all you have to do is build 25% of it, and then from there you just keep copy and pasting. I'm interested in this central. Let's see if this crashes the game. Oh no, it's okay. It looks like most of the middle got art passed. Just a reminder about when you're looking at the wireframe view, blue and teal means it's a static mesh, which means it was likely touched by an environment artist or touched up in Maya or something like that. And then red is the actual level geometry that was built. And oh, it looks like a lot of this is static props. Looks like all the great things, all the catwalk sections are static props, or maybe it was originally world geometry and then they exported it using a tool called Proper. Proper is fairly recent development. By recent, I mean like 2009 or something. Where you can export world brushes into like OBJ, I believe, and then make that into a static mesh. So that helps you get the most out of your poly count. Because static meshes are much more generous with rendering. In the chat, Tin Kelp asks, what's yellow mean? Yellow is, projected decals right here. So there you can see I'm creating some yellow. Or yellow could mean P. It could mean any of those things. Let's just say it means P. I'm just urinating all over this wall with my gun. Okay, we should probably continue, sorry. Wait, where do I go? What? Oh, I go up here. This was a little bit annoying because I got like stuck here. I wanted to rush the aliens, but then I got like stuck on this weird shelf or something. I don't know what I got stuck on really. And then I kind of blamed the video game level designer for that. I didn't really blame myself for being encumbered here. I like the consistent color coding with the lighting here. So, okay, two things I want to call out. One is here the level designer is using a lot of copy and pasting. And what's really important to copy and paste is actually light fixtures. If you like hand tune each light you make, that's going to be really annoying, and it's going to take way too long to ever light a space. What's nice is to use more of a modular prefab workflow when you're lighting a space. Just make one light fixture, and then just copy and paste that, and then ignore, don't let radiosity and light bouncing do its thing, and just ignore the idea of that you're fine tuning all these things. So copy and paste light fixtures, and then turn off the light fixtures when you don't want a light there, and then just keep it kind of on the simple side, and then also keep it kind of consistent, right? So ladder sections here always have these red lights. You copy and paste this same light fixture right here. Look, there's our same friend, the light fixture. In fact, this like roof section looks very copied and pasted, which is good. Right? That's also what makes repetition is also what makes these spaces feel like they're constructed and stuff. I don't know what this switch does. Okay, so we're locked in this room. So now we have to watch the level designer, whatever the level designer scripted here. Whoa, nice shapes up there, though. Oh, uh-oh. Why aren't they actually hitting me? Where did my HUD go, too? I don't know where my HUD went. Shouldn't it show, like, my weapons up there in the top left? Oh, well. Okay, so... I mean on weapons select HUD. So... Let's see. Ooh, I like this. I like the use of these spotlights here to kind of help, you know, anytime you want to make something feel really monumental, you know, you just have some spotlights. You have some strong uplight spotlights near the base of a structure, and then that always makes something feel very like monumental and imposing, because only rich people can do that, right? Who puts floodlights in the floor, right? Rich people. That's, or government. Giant sci-fi supervillains. Other stuff I really like there's like a very subtle particle effect, like these little red like fireflies along this turbine here in the middle. And that's like a really nice effect. It helps sell the idea that there's like energy coursing through this like cylinder thing. And then the lightning effect where the beams touch this like Tesla coil, Faraday cage, whatever it is, feels really good. And I think the really bright yellow contrast with the black darkness inner core actually works really well here. Usually I'd be really anti-contrast here, where I would say this is just way too dark. But along the wall, I think this is too dark. But I think in the middle, I think that darkness helps bring out the brightness a lot more, and helps it make it feel more like mysterious and scary. Oh, I should turn on HUD fast switch. Yeah, okay, I just turned that off. I don't know what I did. Oh well. HUD. Oh well, I don't know. Yeah, I changed it. Oh wait, I should switch it to off. Oops. Okay, there we go. Yay, okay. Okay, let's do this little platforming puzzle. One other thing I like with this setup here is that the beams are like momentary, right? And they actually don't make a very strong mark on the floor, which is maybe an oversight. You should probably have a burn mark where they're touching the floor and the wall. But one thing here is that you know, unless you're looking directly at it, you might forget where the beams can actually like hurt you. But the structure, ooh, that's a nice steam effect. Okay, that's good steam. Maybe reuse that steam and replace that older steam I was complaining about 10 minutes ago. But one thing I like about this is that because there's this like trim brace thing right here, and there's no like black energy mainframe thing here. You know, if you stand here on this segment, you're safe because no red stuff comes out of this yellow metal thing. So that's where like environment art and your design helps, and that readability helps like suggest to the player where the blind spots in this jumping puzzle and where the safe spots are. I mean, not jumping puzzle. It's just more of like a walking puzzle, really. And maybe a bit of a climbing puzzle as well. Oh, oops, I just walked into that. Oh, it doesn't even hurt you that much, really. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Poor guy. Playing kind of carelessly. How am I not killing these guys? Oh, good thing the traps are killing them, I guess. Oh right, I should use the iron sights. Wait, where'd he go? Oh my god, how am I not? Okay, there we go. Guess we jump through this hole? Nice effect with that, like, melted metal thing. Is this gonna be a level change? Oh, no. Okay, no, there's the level change. Oh god, were my gunshots hitting the rails? Really? Ugh. Ooh, what's in here? Ooh, will this fall when I get inside? Or is this an alternate way? Is that the critical path? I think I've said before, I really like this shrink wrap texture, and I'm still a big fan of it. I like how it's kind of noisy and busy. Can I do anything here? No. Well, and I like this like OSHA chart right here on this shelf. Still not a fan of these hallways here. They just feel really flat. I'm pretty sure this is like a static mesh. Did I complain about this before? Yeah, I just don't like how it's reusing. I don't like how it's so much contrast there. You know, these are basically like pipes, like wall pipe things, and then you're just repeating them over and over, so it doesn't feel good to me. And I also don't feel like how like featureless it is. What am I supposed to jump over there? Oh no, this is like so I don't have to jump. I like how there's some continuity and symmetry between the floors, right? So we were in a storage room that looked a little bit like this down there, right? So that's kind of cool. It's a little nook here, but nothing really to do. Yeah, what's this for? I guess this is just to hang out in. Oh, there's a guy in there. You're gonna let me in, buddy? What? Dude, why are you just like looking at me like that? What? Why is he... He was just like staring me down? He knows I'm gonna shoot him, huh? He knows I can't wait. Oh, is this how I go see him?
It is a friggin' zoo up ahead, Doc. Tread lightly.
He's kind of handsome. Oh, Quasi Otter says I should give him a kiss? Uh-oh, and you know we have a rule on this stream. Whenever NPC reminds me to reload, my finger slips. Kiss of death, exactly. Oh well, too bad. You know, that's just how it is. Really, I was saving him, I think. Oh god, ah! So much back spawning in this level. Oh, ouch. Maybe I should just use shotgun. I feel like the Magnum is never doing as much damage as I think it's gonna do. Ooh, and then there's a G-Man sighting. Okay, so this section is just a little bit... I think it's a little bit hit or miss. On one hand, it's basically a teleportation maze. So we're gonna be trying to pick and choose and find what the right teleportation ball to enter is, which is trial and error gameplay. Some people don't really like that. On the other hand, it's kind of fun to explore all the nooks and crannies here. Like this room especially looks kind of cool. Nice verticality going on in there. Let's try to find our way in there. Oh, and then this seems to be the tutorial for everything. Ooh, what's that? Is that explosive? This prop seems really out of place, too. It doesn't seem like a... This is like an Unreal Engine test prop. It's like not a... Anyway. Okay, so you'll notice that the critical path kind of forced us into this room. And this is the tutorial room to teach you that orange means entry and green means exit. Let's see, what else do we do? No, none that's interactive. So now that we know how the teleportation balls work, can play with this a little bit. In the chat, Rectus says, not a fan of these railings. These railings might be from Half-Life 2. Are they? I don't know. But yeah, I agree. It's very flat, diffuse kind of texturing. A little bit flat. No, there looks like there is some specular on it, but the specular just gets hidden in the busyness of the railing. Might have been better to keep the railing diffuse a little bit less noisy here. And then just like trim and bevel the hell out of it. I don't know. Oh, reskinned from Half-Life 2, says Matt in the chat. Matt in the chat. That's a good ring to it. Oh. Wait, how do I get down there? What? Why do I keep going down these ladders? Each ladder just keeps disappointing me. Each ladder is just like another date you go on. And then I don't know. Wait, what's the point in this room? I guess we'll find out. A good ladder is hard to find, right? None of these have led anywhere. I guess this is just a room to kind of show you the teleportation balls. It's kind of like a vista kind of thing. I don't know. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out later. Let's just keep going on this. Oh, it just spawned a bunch of enemies. Oh my god! Ah! Where do I go here? Not all these are locked. A lot of locked doors, but I think that's kind of fun. It's kind of a non-linear flow to it, I think we'll see. And now we enter kind of the crux of this section where we have to go up. We have to... It's like a platforming / trial and error teleportation puzzle. We love all those things, right? It's like a mix of all the things we love. But we already did that tutorial room, right? Where we learn orange is entry and green means exit. So now let's see what happens here. So our goal here is we're going to have to try to get to the top of this shaft. We already did a mini shaft tutorial, right? When we climbed all those ladders in a similar looking cylindrical room. But now we have to do the same thing again, except without ladders. So that's where it keeps like kind of riffing on, how it goes. It's like the structure and the objectives keep layering on top of each other, and that's kind of how you had to do gameplay back in the day before quest logs and mini maps and objective indicators. You had to build up like a library of patterns that the player would recognize, and then hope the player recognizes those patterns. So it's kind of more like you can argue the level design was more poetic back then. Now it's more like prose. Now it's more like a novel. Anyway, let's try to solve this poem. Okay, so I think the first impulse of most players will be they see this green ball, and they're like, oh, right, that doesn't do anything. By the way, it's a really nice effect. Whoever art passed this, in the old Half-Life 1, it's just this like flat sprite. Here, there's like 4 or 5 different layers of like different particles going on. It looks really nice. So good job to the effects artist who did this. But anyway, I think the first impulse of most players will be, I see orange ball, gonna jump into it. Oh wait. Oh, oops. And then they die. So that's the first layer of trial and error, where they're really trying to get you to see this green ball here, realize that's the exit, and then go here and be like, okay, this orange thing is the exit for this green thing. And if I land down there, I'm going to get killed by these rotating electromagnetic spinning platform things. By the way, I really liked how they art passed it too. They're like giant radiator coil things with pipes and railings. It's like all the things we like, right? We like radiator thingies, we like pipes, we like railings, we like piston shaft things. It's all the greatest hits. So then that's kind of the cue for the player to realize, okay, I need to time my jump now. Time my teleport for when it's right over the platform. So now let's go in. And sure enough, very safe. And then that's also and then this is also kind of a key thing for the design of this space, right? So here you see the green thing. It's actually important that the green thing doesn't teleport you back, because here, if the green thing actually teleported us back, if it was a two-way teleportation thing, that would make this puzzle really, really hard. That would mean you have a very limited timing window here before you get killed and teleported back. It would be very cruel. But also we see here that even if we do fall, it's actually not the end of the world. If you're fast enough to not get run over by these platforms, you can go in that little escape hatch back to the original room we were in. But anyway, now our task is clear. We have to somehow try all these different doorways. It's basically the Monty Hall problem, right? You try these different numbered doors. As a mercy, the level designer is numbering these gates, right? Imagine you didn't number these gates. It would be even more difficult to memorize which one is the correct one, because they all look the same, right? So that's why these numbers are there. Which is kind of funny, right? Usually when you see numbers on a wall in a video game level, the numbers are just there to sell the idea that it's like an industrial warehouse kind of setting. But here the numbers are actually important and useful. Okay, so let's try door number 3. How about that one? And it looks like we've been punished, I think. Although punishment isn't so bad, right? Because punishment in this case actually leads us to these side alcove rooms where we can pick up more supplies. So, oh my god, he just strafed my shotgun blast. Very sneaky. Okay, so now we get to try all that all over again. Okay, so door number 3 was not good. Let's try door number 2. And it looks like door number 2 kind of didn't help, but what's actually nice about the way these platforms were staggered is that I fell through the platform and landed right where I should be. So let's see, let's time this. It looks like I just have to not hesitate. I think that's how the timing works. Oh, what the? I think the pipe killed me. That's a really mean pipe. Okay, I have to time this right when the platform... Oh, I caught it right there. Ooh, and I have to duck before the pipe clotheslines me. So, you know, like, right, that's like another cute variation on it, right? So now this ring, we also have to remember to duck before we die. Let's go ahead and pick up a little bit more health here. Oh god, why is the frame rate so low? Oh, what is going on? That's not good. And then we have to time our jump back onto the platform. Okay, so let's see. Which door should we try? How about let's ask the chat. Chat, which number should I try? Should I try number 4, 5, or 6? Vote now. And if you're a Black Mesa dev who actually knows the correct answer, you know. Okay, let's see. Looks like I'm getting 69. No quasi-auto. There's no door number 69. I don't even know where that number came from. Okay, how about... I think looks like the majorities, the 6s have it. I'll interpret 69 as a vote for 6. Okay, here's door number 6. Oh, uh-oh, oh my god. Oh, that was cute. Oh, and then there's a little Half-Life symbol there. Is that... Huh, does that mean there's treasure there? Um... That was cool. I liked... That was like kind of a surprise. Oh shit, which door was it? It was door number 2, right? Let's try door number 5. Oh.
You're the one from the Anomalous Materials Labs, aren't you? I recognize you.
Shucks. I thought you were the pizza guy.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Say that again. Say that again. Well, I'm glad they didn't like him either. Whoa, what? Oh, I guess the guy was gonna say something and then I killed him. Oh well. Okay, I wonder where this leads. Let's see. Oh, this leads us back to here. Okay, so that was a punishment. So we tried number 5 and 6. This time we should try number 4. I think that's the one we haven't tried. Oh, oh. Yeah, I would have to agree that everyone in Half-Life is trans. That's canon. Okay, so now I have to... Wait, how am I supposed to time this one? Does it teleport me directly? Okay, so... Okay, it's right there. So that means right when I see it there, I should go inside. But it's a little bit annoying because there's no anticipation, right? I can't see it from, like, around the corner. I have to, like, inch my way. Okay. There we go. Okay. This time, let's see. Which one should we try? 7, 8, or 9? I think we should also maybe do what a lot of players would also be doing here. Here, the optimal strategy here is to actually quick save here and then try the different doors and then quick load when you get it wrong. Oh, that one just straight up killed me. Which one was that one? Is that bad? I guess we shouldn't do that one. Okay, let's try 7. Lucky number 7. Oh, and that's correct. Yay. Okay, so now we're in this big room where there's like it's like mashing up all the things we've seen previously. So there's spinning platforms. There's like another layer of spinning platforms. Are there any beams that are going to kill me? We have to also make sure we don't get stuck and caught by these giant like vacuum filter trap things. It's a little bit silly, but and then there's these cool things in the water. I like these. Well, I like the little particle, the little wake effect with the particles there. That's nice. Okay, and then everything's like spinning opposite directions and stuff. I mean, here's where Half-Life's like Quake roots pop out every now and then, and to me, this is just like a very silly Quake platforming kind of thing. But yeah, imagine you're the maintenance guy on this. It would not feel good to do repairs here. So it seems like the answer here is to just... Okay, so we have to jump across here. Then once we're on this middle ring, we have to make sure we don't die before we get crushed on the ceiling. Oh, oops. Oh, oops. Oh, oops. Okay, not like that. And then when this goes back up, oh, we have to make our way across here. I don't know what this does. Oh, we have to disable the containment overrides? What? I think you had to do this in the original Half-Life as well. Like, yeah, it's not just about getting to the middle this time. This time you also have to like go in and out and in and out along the ring, which is nice because it forces you to make like full use of the room. Oh, oops. Uh-oh, that didn't end well. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, this one. Uh-oh. Oh my god. 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 I have to like keep jumping. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Supposed to go over here, right? Oh geez. That was pretty good, right? I'm not so bad at platforming. Although it's pretty forgiving too. I think what made this part a little bit funny and difficult is that it's really hard to tell which switch I hadn't been at because both of these things look basically the same. The only different thing is this little number right here in the corner, and maybe these little lights change color. But otherwise, when you're platforming, like, it's really hard to know which one has been activated and which one wasn't. So, a little bit funny. Okay, so now it's been all disengaged. So now this door should open. In the original, doesn't it start shooting like lasers out of it too? I forget. Okay, now's our window. Oh, ouch. Oh, okay. Bad window. I should have quick saved right when this platform lowered. Okay. Now we just have to jump there. Seems pretty straightforward. And now we enter here. I really like the... Okay, before we enter that, here the specular, like the colors and the specular on this look really nice. It's like really bright neon chrome here. Like it's just like a really beautiful like gradient, neon gradient kind of thing here. I like it. I'm a big fan. I think I don't like the use of blue on the outside though. I'm not sure if blue feels appropriate. To me, I'm associating blue with the previous section of Lambda Core, right where we were in the coolant. And I think here that's what they're trying to evoke, right? Because there's this weird fluid at the bottom. But it feels like we're going backwards in terms of the color story. We just left that blue area, right? In the first part of Lambda Core. Then we entered more of like a green-yellow area. And now we're back at the blue area. It feels a little bit strange in terms of color progression. I feel like you shouldn't go back to blue. But anyway, let's go. Ooh, I like the particles here. It's a very delicious, enticing looking teleporter. Let's try it out. Wait, and then all it did was teleport us back here? Boo. Anything here? No. Just an elevator up there. One funny thing that's been fairly consistent in Black Mesa is that there's always there's a lot of sequences where there's an elevator and then as well as a ladder. And that's always kind of funny to me, right? Like, yeah, it's nice to have both options, I guess. From a strategy point of view, the ladder is always better. And it's always better because the elevator doesn't give you control over how fast you're rising. So, say there's enemies up there, it would force us into basically a dead end and we would be helpless. Meanwhile, the ladder, you have control. You can like pop up like a little like groundhog or a gopher or something and then duck back down if it's dangerous. So it's just funny to give you that choice because, one is optimal from a gamer perspective and one is suboptimal. But from a diegetic perspective, I guess you'd want to show that this is like a cargo elevator thing, and then there's like a maintenance hatch over there. So I think giving two choices, I guess, serves that like world building aspect. But it is technically redundant in a weird mind games kind of way. Ooh. Oh, and I like how is that an autosave? Ooh, I like the architecture of this room is just so different from the previous sections. I really like how it's different. It almost feels like a structurally it's like a Team Fortress 2 map. Right, with these like big angled like wall shapes here. Or like a Quake map. It's like a Quake or Team Fortress 2 map. These big chunky pillars. It's something that Lambda Core hasn't really done. So you could argue that's a little bit annoying that, like these areas feel so different, but it's kind of cool to signal that, oh yeah, we've reached a very different part of this chapter. And then there's a little bit of environmental storytelling with all these dead people.
Gordon Freeman, you finally found us. So this is the guy, huh? Thought you'd never make it.
Oh, nonsense, Hunter. Nothing stands in the way of our errant knight in shining, high-impact reactive armor.
Guess not.
Right then. This way, Dr. Freeman. We've been expecting you.
All the scientists in this game are actually kind of built. Like, look at how thick their kind of like legs and crotch area kind of are. Like, everyone is kind of toned and works out in this game.
What you see before you is the supply depot for our first survey team. Quite a few handsome specimens were collected from the...
Gordon is definitely a bottom. That's canon.
Before the survey members started being collected themselves, that is. These readings have given us reason to suspect that there is an immense portal over there, created and maintained by the intense concentration...
Well, I like these screens. Ooh, look at that. When it's so high res.
When you see it. I am loath to say this.
Ooh.
You must kill it.
Yeah, you better kill it. No ifs, ands, or asses about it.
Of course, you owe us nothing.
This looks like just like an LHC kind of thing.
You know as much about these creatures as anyone.
Enough to know that if you don't wipe it out, well, let's put it this way. There ain't gonna be much for you to come home to.
When I like the UI design, it looks very believable.
Is waiting for you at the main portal controls. Dr. Steinman.
It's almost like a weird Linux distribution too.
Hunter's brash attitude frighten you. We've all been a wee bit rankled.
Oh, Hunter.
He'll equip you with the proper armaments for the task ahead. Do hurry.
Let's see what else is here. Ooh, I like the construction in here is very good. Actually, this room is really nice. God, where do I start? Oh, there's just so much good stuff here. Ugh. Okay, so first of all, I would just love this like layered cake, like hotel waterfall fountain assortment of all these different stairwells. And then they've all been lovingly trimmed as well. Like, that's just nice to look at, right? Look at that. Look at those shapes. I like that there's a callback. It's using these HEV little suit things and like repeating them. Okay, the verticality is a little bit excessive and funny, like from a realism perspective, but from like a Quake perspective, yeah, this is like a Quake level. This feels very old school to me. Like all these narrow stairs are definitely like not realistic at all, but it definitely feels like a different level designer built this than the previous chapters, which is maybe good, I guess. If you want the area to feel very different, but it's just like whoever built this is just a very different approach to how they do the trims. Or maybe Jean-Paul has like two different level designer personalities. I really wonder who built this. But it's just, yeah, feels so different from the rest of Lambda Core. I love all the off-angle construction here. I love that there's like this section here, this like round section here that feeds off-angle into the rest of this room. Ooh, I want to pick up another HEV soon. Oh well. Pipes. Okay, this set of pipes works okay. Let's see. Ooh, I love these workstations. These actually feel super modern. This is like, these are like Bloomberg terminals or something. Let's see what else. Yeah, this is in the tradition of Half-Life big round like Half-Life lab rooms where you walk around and look at stuff, right? In Half-Life 2, there's two different lab rooms where you kind of do this kind of thing. You know, I feel like this definitely solidly fits into that like tradition here. Let's see. Zoom out and just look at the floor plan here. Yeah, I just love the, like, look at that shape. That's beautiful. This would almost even make like a nice, this would make like a nice like deathmatch arena almost, with like the nice verticality and the layers upon layers. And then you have this nice like chunky orange section here. This is just like a really nice room. I'm a big fan. Let's see what else is here. Ooh. Look at all these different rooms. Wait, is he gonna open these rooms? I guess not yet. Do I have to go over here first? Do I have to press this button? Oh.
I certainly hope you've received long jump training, because once you're in Zen, you will need it.
So, you're actually gonna go through this, huh?
Ooh. Oh, they make double jump much easier. Oh man, look at this. Oh, this is so, oh, this prop is so beautiful too. Look at all these different like look at this like giant arm thing, and then all these like weird crunchy like pipe core thingies. I have no idea what these even do. I thought this door was going to open and then the arm was going to animate and then hand me the long jump module. It was a little bit confusing that the long jump module was just like sitting there. But wow. So two funny things with the long jump thing. With the long jump in the original, oh, it did animate? I just didn't see it? Oh well, too bad. I thought it was going to animate when I approach it. Why would it animate when I'm like standing over here? That seems silly. Remember, it's never my fault if I miss something. It's always the developer's fault. Well, you shouldn't. Okay, it shouldn't be triggered by no clipping either. It should be a trigger look. It should require me to stand here, and then it should also require me to trigger look at the pneumatic arm. That's what I think it should have done. It's never my fault. I'm just role-playing as the average gamer on Main Street, USA, who no clips all the time. Oh, look at all these snacks. Ramblers? Ew. I do not want to eat a chip called a Rambler. That's disgusting. What is wrong? British people? You like your chips to be called Ramblers? Ugh. Okay, what else should we look at here? Oh yeah, I like this armory design. Look at all these items. Ooh.
Hey, did you hear something?
Oh, they're walkers, not ramblers. You know, that's the other thing that really pisses me off about British people. All the puns. Ooh, I like this screen. That's a nice screen. Look at all that. All that math science stuff.
The long jump module should keep you out of harm's way once you've crossed over.
So the other fun thing about the long jump thing that I was talking about is you also need to make sure this room is big enough, because this is also where the player's going to inevitably practice the long jump. And in the original, you needed the long jump. The long jump was really hard to use because you basically, had to do like a weird crouch jump? It was like a weird crouch jump kind of thing that was actually kind of hard to pull off. And that's where you actually really did like have to do the training section, and it was awful. So I'm kind of glad that they changed the long jump into double jump. That actually feels a lot better. It's a little bit sad. It makes a little bit less satisfaction here when you have all these railings here. You know, if you want to go full Quake, just go ahead and delete these railings so that we can like do more fun like long jump things. But right now I just get stuck on all these railings. It's not as fun to long jump around here. See anything else, but yeah, in general, this room is beautiful. I love the light fixtures here, and then how you have these light strips on these off-angle bars. That's like that's very good. I love doing that myself too, so I'm a fan. You know, I just want to keep long jumping everywhere. Oh, did I recharge everything? Yeah, I think I recharged everything here. Okay, I should probably do this big fight, and then we'll probably stop the stream for today. Ooh, I like this room. I like how it's bright, too. I like how you have these light panels along the side. It feels very different from the other airlocks we've been in. But again, I have to insist, you need to retexture this light fixture. Again, I think I claim credit for... I might have been the one who textured this and made it so ugly. Again, I'm really sorry I did that. But really, just retexture this. Make it look better. It looks so bad. If I painted that, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Ooh, these circuit board props, so detailed. Yeah, it does feel like a car wash a little bit, right? Oh, I don't like this hallway though. It feels a little bit too dark. I guess you'd want it dark to contrast with this big, giant arena room, which is also, yeah, again, hats off to the environment artists who are past the reactor core, who are past the anti-mass spectrometer thing in the beginning of Half-Life 2, and then also just whoever did these cool pneumatic cylinder things, just really well done, I think. They're just good, solid, crunchy shapes, but aren't super overwhelming either. Oh, I should probably switch to like a... And then just the cleanliness of all this texturing too is really nice. Look at all those like very subtle little scratches on the bevels. Ooh, I like these little cylinder like socket things. That's nice. Ooh. Ooh, and then you get the dynamic light and the shadows. I think I would make the wall textures here. This is too dark. The shadows are getting lost. I think I would... Uh-oh. Let's shoot some bees at them. Oh. The bees aren't having an effect. Ouch. So these are alien controllers. These are basically the Scrags from Quake 1. Except with a little bit more funny... Uh-oh. Wait, what did I just do? Did I fall down the hatch here? Uh-oh. Yeah, they're like little laser balloons. They're mean little balloons that shoot fireballs at you. The enemy design here is pretty important because it's important that they look like balloons because that makes them easier to shoot. And also, god damn it, why do I keep falling? Who put these holes in the floor? But it also helps sell the affordance here, which is that they're like billowy little floaty things that don't move very fast. So the fact that they look like balloons is really nice. Oh, so many monsters. Oh my god. Oh, we have to go in the portal now. Oh, oops, I died. Ooh, and then we have this like cool... Ooh, we have this like Zen worm... Basically Contact. Basically ripping off Contact. Which is a movie I like. One of my favorite sci-fi movies. I recommend it. Ooh. Ooh, and then there's like a whole cinematic thing? That's new. Or Stargate, that's true. Contact is better than Stargate, though. And now we're in Zen. But I'm just gonna go ahead and pause there, and that'll be your cliffhanger for next week. So next week we finally get to see what their remake of Zen looked like. Zen is a very controversial part of Half-Life 1, and I believe it's also Black Mesa's continuing that tradition and making their remaster a little bit controversial. So in that sense, the Black Mesa Zen is actually very faithful and authentic because it's recreating the original feeling that the original Zen had. So I actually haven't played it. I've just seen some of the discourse about it, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like. I haven't played any of it at all. So next week, I guess we'll see what that looks like. In the meantime, thanks for hanging out, and thanks for all the gay jokes as well. You're all really great. Have a good rest of your week and weekend, and see you next week. Bye.